this is actually something that I just did not care so much about before. I survived running, you know, for a very long time. Like, yeah, literally like years of running without using this. But you know what? I remember one particular time that actually that was the time that I was actually training for the marathon, and I had to wake up so early to do this long run. And when I went outside, it was just like so dark. And the fact that I was also like wearing like dark color, it just didn't help at all. Yeah, that was the time that I thought like, I wish I had something with me to be more visible. I would say especially like, you know, the incoming traffic, because yeah, for me that's really a safety thing. So when Scoutlite reached out to me to test this out, my thought was like, I'm not really sure if I'm actually gonna need it. But yeah, I remember that day, and then I said, yeah, let's check this out and see how this thing works. So this is the Scoutlite Blinko, and this is a safety device that you can use it when it's very dark out there. It makes you visible, like to people and especially to the incoming traffic, which is for me is the very important thing when you're running in the dark. And here's the thing, guys. One thing that I learned about this after using it, this thing can actually do more than just being visible out there. And I'm gonna tell you guys in a little bit about that. So when it comes to running stuff, one thing that I'm really particular about is the weight, especially for like running accessory. If this is not light enough for me, I know that it's gonna start bouncing, and that's something that, you know, I can't stand when I'm running. It doesn't matter how good the product is. If that thing like starts bouncing while I run, it's not gonna work for me. So when I took this out of the box, that's actually the very first thing that I noticed. This is actually kind of heavier than I thought. And that very first thing in my mind right away, like, I'm not really sure if I can use this. Just by holding it, like, I know that this might maybe start bouncing while I run. But I said like, yeah, let's just give it a shot and see. So when I put this here on my waist, it didn't bother me at all. I started walking around, jumping, like jogging around here. And of course, I actually did an actual run outside because, yeah, I needed to test this for running. Yeah, it was pretty stable. I should say, like, I could feel something right here on my waist. But yeah, it just didn't bother me at all. So for me, it's good. I think this is gonna work for me. The other places that you can put this that sits really well, it's actually right here on my forehead and then the wrist. So my forehead, like, I strapped this, you know, like my cap, and I was not, to be honest, expecting that this thing would be like pretty stable in the hat, because when I put anything on my hat, the strap of my hat is not very wide, so I thought that it's not gonna be very stable there, but it was pretty stable. It was like moving a little bit, but it's stable enough that it did not bother me at all. And then, like I said, the wrist. So this thing has this accessory. It's a wrist strap accessory. So it's very, very stable. It's just like you're wearing a watch. So I actually enjoyed like using it like this when I went out for a run with this. The only place that it didn't work out for me is right here in my back. Yeah, right there. Yeah, it started kind of like bouncing and shaking there. I tried to run long enough just to see if it's gonna settle down, but yeah, it didn't work out very well there. So how does this thing work? So you can see right here in front, this is actually the button. So to turn this on, I just have to press and hold. And this thing actually has 4 settings. So to change the setting, you just have to press it once. So first, yeah, this is actually the steady mode. Second one is like the breathe mode. Third is like blinking mode. And then fourth, it's the same thing, it's just like blinking. But this one right here, this is the energy saving mode right here. So now if you're tired of seeing this red color, you can switch this to yellow. Just press twice. There you go. And it's the same thing, just press once to change the setting. Yeah, it's just so simple. And if you want to turn this off, it's the same thing as you turn it on. Just press and hold. So now, here's the biggest question. How bright is this thing? This is bright enough that I can actually see the road. This is actually something that I was not really expecting. Yeah, this is a device that you can use for you to be visible out there. And I was not expecting this to be like so bright that I can actually see the road in front of me. I actually did not notice that when I was like testing this out, trying to run, because I was so focused on the run. And I just noticed when I looked down, yeah, it's like so bright that I could see the road in front of me. And for me, that's just really like a game changer, because when it's dark outside, I use like the headlamp, and if I'm being honest with you guys, I just didn't like it. The headlamp is a little bit heavy. It straps around here, so sometimes it gets really tight if I want to make sure that it doesn't move. And it shines like so far away. Yeah, the headlamp normally would shine probably like about 5 at least meters, and it's just so far away, and it's hard to like readjust that. And the only thing that I know that could actually work is like if I put the headlamp right here on my waist, because that's gonna directly shine like the place where I want to see. And I just could not do that on the headlamp because it's strapped and it just doesn't go around the waist. It just doesn't work like that. With this thing right here, like, yeah, it's so easy because it's clip. So I just clip it right here, and that's it. Like I said, that's, for me, that's a game changer right there. And the other thing that I like about this, it doesn't need a battery. So at the back right here, yeah, this is the port. You just put this on and then plug it to the wall, and that's it. And when this thing is fully charged, you can use this up to 8 hours. And that's also, of course, going to depend on like the settings that you're using. And for you to know if this is fully charged, there's actually like a hole right there. It's like kind of small, just like on the top of this. So when I turn that on, yeah, if you see that green light right there, that means it's fully charged. And of course, if it's red, then that's like, you know, you need a little bit more battery. And here's also one I tell you guys about this battery thing. If you remember the last setting that I said, it's like energy saving mode. So if this is not charged sufficient enough, it's gonna go directly to that mode. So you cannot do anything. You cannot switch this to different modes. It will go directly to that. When you use this, just make sure that you fully charge this. Like yeah, just charge this long enough that this thing would turn to green, and yeah, so that you can use this properly where you're at there. Say the last cool feature of this that I like is this is actually water resistant. Yeah, so for me, like if an electronic is a water resistant, that's really a win. Because yeah, not a lot of electronics like it's water resistant, and especially if you're gonna be out there, like you don't really know what's gonna happen, right? So if it rains, this is safe. And also if you just exercise like long enough that you might be sweating so much, yeah, so this thing is gonna be safe because yeah, it's water resistant. So yeah, for me it's more of that's like a bonus feature, and I really like that one. So if you ask me, would I recommend this? Absolutely yes. It's so easy to use. Like yeah, you just press the button if you want to turn it on, and like if you want to change the settings, like just click once. And if you want to charge this, all you got to do is like get that cord and then charge it to the wall, and that's it. It's not complicated at all. And the other thing that I like about this is this thing is you can clip it to anything. I like the things that actually just can clip to anything because it gives you so much freedom where you want to put this. You can put it in your waist, in your back, like in your hat, and yeah, if you're running with a running vest, you can clip it there as well. And not only that it clips, it's also magnetic. So anything that's like metal, you can put this on as well. Bicycle, stroller when you walk, scooter, and even like yeah, like when you're walking with your dog, like you can easily like just put this on. And then the last thing, of course, and it's the most important thing, is the brightness of this. Yeah, this thing is supposed to be just for you to be visible out there, but this is bright enough that you can actually see the road. Yeah, for me that's just really a game changer right there. So if you guys are interested in checking this out, just go to their website. They will give you more information about it. Actually, this thing is still really new. I could not even find the price of this. So yeah, just yeah, if you're interested in checking this out, just go to their website. They will give you more information about this. So this is all for today, guys. Thank you again so much for being here today. I'll see you guys in the next vlog.